Hello to all of my fishing anglers out there. As you guys noticed, there is a different scene. We are not at a lake. We are not at a lake house. This is actually my house, and something's gonna be a little bit different at the moment right now. I do have a public service announcement for everyone, and I also do have some other things that I want to get into. So I have some fishing rods here that I would like to talk to you guys about too. But first and foremost, let's talk about that public service announcement. Why am I not fishing today? Well, it's going to be for a few weeks. I'm not going to be honest with you guys. So content's kind of going to be slowing down, but I'm going to try my best to, keep everything going for every week. I upload every Wednesday or so, and still continue to try my best to upload every Wednesday. But something actually did change in my life, and that is because I am on baby watch. Yes, baby watch. Now, you guys are probably wondering what baby watch means. No, I am not a babysitter. That just means that my wife is getting prepared to actually deliver the baby. Yes, my son, Jasper. He is on the way, and I'm super excited. It's awesome. It's amazing. I'm so ready to actually start this new experience in life, and no, that won't be taking my time away from fishing as well too, because I'm gonna try my best to actually do a little bit of both and hopefully get Jasper into fishing as well too. Anyways, the next thing that I actually wanted to talk to you guys about was I actually wanted to, bring you guys down memory lane with me. And that's why I actually have a few rods here sitting around, because maybe this might be relevant to you. Maybe this might help you guys out making decisions on what fishing things to actually purchase for yourself if you guys are new to or getting started with fishing, that is. To start it off, really, when I started out fishing, it was fun. It was really confusing. Actually, not confusing. I actually had the choice of like, hey, I want to go fishing. What do I need? A fishing rod, hooks, bobbers, and bait, right? And I used night crawlers at the time. Let's start off with the first rod, my first ever fishing rod, ever. Boom. This is it. This is the Matsuo Fishing Rod. This is the rod that I got from Walmart. I paid no attention to the power, the action that it provided, nothing. I didn't pay attention to any of that. All I know is that this was 30 bucks. I found it at Walmart. It had it had the fishing reel with it, the Matsuo fishing reel that's on there. This is not the reel that came with this rod. The Matsuo fishing reel actually actually got busted recently, so that's why I decided to actually go out and find the next cheapest fishing reel to put on this guy. And that was the Akuma Stratus 4, and this is a 5-to-1 gear ratio that's on this guy with 8-pound test line. To be honest with you, I don't care about the gear ratio on my fishing reels. Not at the moment, because I don't know. Everything has been working out for me. I've been still landing fish just fine. Maybe it might be interfering with the lures that I'm using, but I don't know. I haven't had any issues yet. This has caught me a lot of fish. I'm talking about, like, it caught me walleyes. It caught me a lot of rock bass, a lot of panfish, catfish, large and smallmouth bass. Like, man, this guy has been doing a lot of magic. Yes, I did start out with live worms at the time, night crawlers, and a bobber. So if you want to go basic, like super back to basics that's on there, get a basic rod and reel combo, bobbers, a hook, or hooks in general. And I believe the hook that I was using was actually this circle hook right here. My wife just came out and she just made everything super awkward. Anyways, so as I was saying, oh my god, you just messed everything up.
I'm sorry.
As I was saying, so what I was using originally on the original rod and reel combo for this Matsuo rod here was a regular circle hook with live worms originally, and that has been working a lot of magic for me. Moving on, I actually have this Abu Garcia Vengeance rod here. Now, this was not my next rod. Actually, the next rod from that Matsuo was actually my Abu Garcia Black Max rod and reel combo. I actually had to get two of them. The first one snapped in half and the second one snapped in half, and that was just because of my stupidity. This guy has been doing a lot of work for me. This has been my frogging rod at the time, and I decided just recently that because I have all these other rods, I want to make sure that I can actually use them for multiple things at a time, because I don't have deep pockets to keep buying rods and reels. It's just too much. So my budget friends out there, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Ooh, what I have on this is a Royal Legend Cast King that I got from Amazon for like $40. I bought 2 of them. One of them lasted me a year, and then the tension knob decided to not work anymore. So I'm still trying to figure out a way to fix that, because I know there's a little plastic notch or button, I don't know, a little plate that's inside there that you can flip around whenever it kind of gets, you know, loose or so, but that didn't work. I decided that this is going to be my all jig rod, my swim jig, finesse jigs, casting jigs, all that kind of stuff. I had that for a few years as well too. I'd probably say a good 6 years on that guy. Now the next rod that I'm about to show you guys, this is my prized possession. Like, I absolutely love this rod. It was expensive, I'll be honest with you guys. This was super expensive, but when I saw it, I was just like, I needed it. I wanted to have it. It was just nice, it was sleek, it was cool. I liked it. This Shimano Claris. Boom. This guy was so expensive, and it was just the rod itself. It was like $100, and yeah, that's expensive to me for a fishing rod. Whew. This guy is a medium heavy power, and extra fast action that's on here. This is going to be my all top water fishing rod. This was actually my straight frogging rod. This is the reel that I'm using on there. This is a budget reel on a super expensive rod, and you guys are probably like, oh my god, like, what are you doing? That's a really bad combo. It probably is, but it still works. It still works. This looks disgusting, but it works. Like, I'm telling you, like, this is a slow reel. It's a 6:4 to 1 gear ratio that's on here, and like I said, I don't care about gear ratios. Eventually I'll start, you know, understanding a little bit more why people use faster gear ratios, just to, you know, get fish faster in their boats, on shore, all those kind of things. But this has been still doing work for me. It still lasts me a long time, and I got another one. There's another one sitting right in the corner over there. If you guys are wondering what kind of braid that I use, it's 65 pound braid. This is a Cast King yellow that I use. I had no issues with it, and it's been working for me. Moving up, we are getting closer and closer to the end here. This was a gift. Now this is a spinning rod as well too. This is my Berkeley Cherrywood spinning rod. I think he got this from like Dick's or something like that, but my friend actually gave this to me. This is a medium heavy power, 7-foot medium heavy spinning rod, and I believe the action on this is actually fast. And I've been using this mostly just for Texas rigs at the time. I actually used the Vengeance rod for my Texas rigs before, and I just noticed, like, I was like using two different style rods for the same bait, which didn't really make any sense. So what I did do differently was I took off all the 17-pound fluorocarbon and did a really job of putting the braid back on this guy. So this braid is actually, I believe it's 15-pound braid on 10-pound fluorocarbon right here. And what my main use for this was definitely going to be, you know, this is strictly probably going to be, you know, Texas rigs, Carolina rigs, things of like that. That's on there. I just put this flipping jig on here just as a placeholder, so because I just re-spooled this guy yesterday. The next guy that I have sitting here is going to be my Lose speed stick, this carbon fiber speed stick that's on here. I got this guy at Field and Stream, I think for like $70-80 or so. This is a 6'8" medium light fast action rod, and honestly, I actually used this. I had 12-pound fluorocarbon, like full fluorocarbon on this guy. What I only used this for was spinner baits, like just straight up spinner baits. Actually, more specifically, rooster tail spinner baits. Why? I can't say that word. Rooster tail spinner baits. But recently I just decided to take off all that fluorocarbon because I've been having a lot of issues with the fluorocarbon deciding to just fall off the reel all the time. And I read up somewhere that it was very common for that to do with fluorocarbon and monofilament. So I decided to put 12-pound braid on this guy with 8-pound test fluorocarbon as a leader. And I don't know exactly what I want to use this for. That's everything that I got right now that I'm running at the moment. I only honestly use probably 3 of these rods, but with more of the lures and everything and all the baits that I'm using at the moment, that may actually change quite a bit. If you guys are looking to get into fishing, definitely do your research, you know, on the internet, on YouTube, for sure, because there's a whole bunch of, you know, tips and tricks or beginner things for fishermen. I didn't do those things, so that's why I ended up with the Matsuo here. And even though that did a lot of work for me, but I'm pretty sure I could have done a little bit of a better job, invest into more of a better fishing rod at the time. But beginner stuff, I would probably say spinning gear is probably the best thing to get into fishing, is probably spinning gear for sure. Bait casting gave me such a huge headache at the time. When I first used it, I was getting a lot of backlashes, a lot of bird's nest, and it was just a huge mess. Like, it was such a waste of line, and I got so mad at myself because fluorocarbon is not cheap. Braid is also not cheap. That's all I got for you guys for today. I hope you guys are actually excited for me as much as I am excited for myself with, you know, Jasper on the way. I am trying my best to actually deliver as much content as possible. Hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys like that. If you guys are definitely new, for the people who don't even know who I am, my name is Josh. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, please do me a favor, smash that like button, subscribe if you guys like to see some more from me. And yeah, we're gonna wait until the next adventure here. The next adventure. Don't know when that's gonna be, but the next adventure. Peace.